you work through the issues and be reintegrated. So I think creating that safe, comfortable environment, and I must say that the ordinary soldier within the rehab centers have contributed to this. So that whole process helped with helping to move the person away from radical ideas and beliefs. And I'm certainly happy to share some of the radicalization material if there is an interest in Nepal, particularly, and I'm sure the Commissioner General has been very generous with sharing of information. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Dr. Shanti also did. Briefly, if possible, I'm being reminded.
I think Markanth is right in this sense that the basis of rehabilitation has been not on a punitive understanding of punishment, but kind of providing restorative justice. And General Mehta's million-dollar question, can you find zero de-radicalized individual among them? I think we would like to think so, sir. But I will tell you a very short story. In 2009, June, when I visited a camp, a young woman, probably about 16 and a half, came to me but from my back and held on to my right elbow and said her in own language, "Sir, nan padikka venum." Sir, I want to study. A chill ran down my spine. She, with thousands others, are asking for another chance to live as a citizen. And that actually, ladies and gentlemen, is the basis for rehabilitation. Another chance for them to become citizens of this country. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to presume, General Mehta, to very briefly answer your last question. I think we would be very happy to advise and help Nepal. But I think Nepal also has a problem, at least as far as the Nepalese I know tell me, because everyone is very confused about what rehabilitation should consist of. There are still so many conflicting theories within those who are engaged in rehabilitation, international agencies, etc., as to what the end result should be, that I think some of the clarity that we have achieved here may be helpful. But I certainly would agree with you that the more we can replicate this model, or rather indicate it, you can't replicate it anywhere, would be helpful. I think I'll take one more question simply because I'm being pressed for time. Gentleman over there.
Sir, it's not a question. I'll just take very less time, short comments. The success of any military operation, of course, would not have mattered, especially with respect to Sri Lankan army, if rehabilitation and reconciliation process, what you have done, was not possible and it was not done. At the same time, I also understand that lack of governance in an area where you have conducted this operation or absence of it would be more dangerous than the terrorists themselves. And having said that, I think the resilience and understanding which has been shown by not only the government, the people of Sri Lanka and the armed forces of Sri Lanka, I think during what I have seen in these 2.5 days has brought us to today, brought the Sri Lankan people today to this victory celebration, which you are aptly doing. I also want to share that what I have seen in these 2.5 days, I think no other country has achieved this. Also that the manner in which you have conducted this seminar in very open and frank and candid way, counting your follies, drawing lessons from what you have done, not only in the military operations, but also in the rehabilitation and reconciliation process. I think it is a torchbearer. It should be a guidance for the countries in the region also and the world. You have done and achieved such marvels which probably developed armies could not achieve. And it certainly has been achieved due to the resilience of not only the government, the people of Sri Lanka, and the armed forces of Sri Lanka. And in the end, on behalf of the Pakistani delegate also, I thank you for provision of this chance to attend this seminar and understand the Sri Lankan Armed Forces and Sri Lanka a lot better. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My apologies for overrunning, but let me just conclude by thanking all the speakers, and I hope you will again express your appreciation of the wonderful work done in these very important fields after the great victory over the military part of terrorism, the work they have all been doing in the social, economic, psychological, cultural aspects of bringing our people together is vital, and you couldn't have a better team than this. Please thank them.
Thank you very much, sir, and the members of the panel. A kind and compassionate heart with the diversity that is visible in the panel itself, we have been able to achieve what we have achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, give another round of applause to this eminent panel. Thank you very much. We will now take the break for refreshments. After the break, we will get back at 10:45 for the next session, wherein we will be looking at the future. Thank you.